Last time I had this theme team ready to go, I think was before Crochet. I think the 91 Garrett Crochet is the newest card out, or the oldest card out that came out after my initial White Sox theme team episode. So everything since Crochet is brand new to the squad here. So that would be Crochet himself. It'd be our other lefty, Noah Schultz. And then this Paul Konerko and Luis Aparicio came out in the same little pack from mini seasons. We got Eloy from a pack, and then brand new today into the game, 97 overall, Yoan Moncada. But I guess speaking of ready to go, let's hop in here. Let's play some ranked. This will be my first time, I think, right? Playing ranked seasons on stream. This should be something. This will be an experience, to say the least. Yeah, we'll use Schultz. We'll just start at the top. I haven't looked at his attributes at all. We're going Noah Schultz versus Noah Schultz. Okay, fun matchup. I didn't see, did he have any boosts active, or was I just seeing my own? I streamed the Cubs March to October last night, and the ending. I don't know if I want... I was gonna say, I don't know if I want to spoil it in case you want to go back and see what happened, but like... I don't know. You want me to just tell you? I guess you can tell me. Why am I taking that? I was moving the PCI out here. Okay. We're looking good to start. Oh yeah, let's break that bat.
This is the type of hitter that can punish you even with pitches outside the zone. Next one misses. 1-2 to count. And there's a ball. Bounce to the right, and that's
Okay, at least I got a round on that.
the pitch.
I held up. Don't ring me up there. We're working an at bat here. 7 pitches, about to be 8 right away. I'll take my walk. You really love doing no money spent. It's not as good this year. I mean, it's better than spending money, obviously, but they've definitely made some decisions this year with how they release content. Ooh. With boost 100 contact versus righties and lefties with 85 power, 105 clutch. Sounds usable to me. That pitch just ate me alive. So yeah, what happened was at the very end, it was just a walk-off home run with Dansby. But what led up to it, I worked some really nice ABs against Doval, and I was so far under. Like, I don't even know if the swing that I hit it out on with Dansby, I don't even know if that was in the outer PCI, and it left. Wind was blowing out. I hit it to the left field gap, and it just snuck out. I looked over at the chat because I thought I popped out, and then it was just gone. I'm not putting together good at bats here. I'm taking pitches. I got a good eye, and then I'm just not making a good swing. He told me Dansby was a dog. You see, I hadn't been that good with him. I've never been that great with Dansby, really. Like, when he was on your list that you told me today of guys with good swings, I was like, eh. Maybe I've just never given him much of a chance, but still. All right. Horrible first inning. Like, I had a decent eye. I worked his pitch count a little bit, but I made 0 good swings.
Bottom of the first. Here's the second baseman, Jorge Polanco. Chris, he's their team leader when it comes to RBIs. Little chopper rolls foul.
So he's ready for the harder stuff, I guess.
One down.
Was he late on? Or no, he was early. Okay, I don't know why I saw that as maybe being late.
That slider didn't move to the very last moment.
And then he's right on that, but it's going to be an out.
Tip your cap on that pitch. Over to Konerko.
He's got a very fast swing. I mean, I don't doubt it because I hit that. It was on a probably 99 mile per hour cutter up in the zone.
Beat it into the ground.
I timed it up.
Swings through that one for strike.
Yeah, actually, he probably swung too fast for me to get the PCI up there, and that's why the PCI was so far under it. I just noticed this guy's username. I swear, if you don't face an interesting team name, you face an interesting username. Ooh. No, we're there, though. don't care about a perfect.
And the home first moving along quickly today. Two gone. Two outs, base is empty. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Mickey Mantle. That one misses, and that's ball one.
Okay, so he's going to have trouble with that pitch. That's good to know.
So a foul ball makes
Also, just came to mind, I didn't have any problems with it last night, but I have my ceiling fan on high right now because it gets really hot in my room when just no air is flowing. So if you can hear the fan and it's like too loud, just let me know. One time you went against somebody who named their team the Skibbity Rizzlers. That's, I mean, that's not that's not anywhere near some of the names you come across. Was that all 3 outs made this inning by Aparicio, showing off his fielding right away, and now he gets to hit? Dude, watch me go deep with him here. He ties the record, making 3 outs in 1 inning, and I actually am. I mean, he handed that to me. Fastball right down the middle. I have to hit that out. It doesn't matter who's up at the plate. This might be the guy here. This might be the hidden gem of the White Sox theme team. 62 power is plenty. I mean, of course, of the 5 new hitters that I'm debuting, I guess, right now, of course it'd be Aparicio. Like, it's not only the first hit, but the first homer.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Fouled off. He was late. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit? No, partner.
There we go. That's another walk. I'm waiting out that slider and slurve running away to the lefties.
So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
And a pitch. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And a pitch. Now it's
Is that gone too? Okay. Team's coming alive here. 2 no-doubters in the inning. I like it. I like what I'm seeing. I got to maintain this undefeated record here on this account. I don't think that's going anywhere, though. Yeah, that's a bad PCI. Oh, I forgot to mention this, man. We don't have a catcher yet. I had to decide between Martin Maldonado and Corey Lee. Figured Maldonado has more power and we're still going to be playing on All-Star, so I may as well go with him. But I did have Corey Lee on the bench because if we get to a spot like late in the game and it's close and Maldonado's up, I'm not hitting with him. Gotta have a backup catcher. What's the team with the weirdest name that I've faced? I mean, there's been a couple this year within Pack Attack. I'm trying to think all the time. I mean, most of them are just like vulgar. It's the kind of thing that some people find funny to put as their name, but to me, it's just kind of like, dude, really? We're doing this? I don't know though. That sort of thing with team names, like it doesn't really matter how out there the name is. That's the sort of thing that like goes in and out of my head instantly. Like I just, for some reason, my brain just doesn't hold on to that information. That was a ridiculous pitch there to end it too. I'll take my 3 runs though. Oh, was this the boost that I was seeing? I thought I saw somebody or some kind of boost. I thought I saw those boost arrows on some of his guys. Must have been from this Santana. That was a terrible pitch. Yeah, I was thinking about it earlier today, and I feel like they gotta adjust pitching and just how it works in general. I've had the thought for a couple years now that the way pinpoint should work, instead of everybody seemingly having the same window for a perfect pinpoint release, I feel like the guys with lower control and lower walks per 9, maybe it should be tougher to hit the perfect, and then guys that have good control, like a Greg Maddux or something, you get a lot more leeway, and then just get rid of the par. Like, if you get a perfect, it's going to go where you want it to go. It's just, you know, with less control, it's going to be tougher to get the perfect. So you probably still would get a similar amount of pitches that don't go where you want them to go, but to me, it brings in a bit more of a skill gap, and I feel like that's always a good thing when you're playing online.
Here's Cody Bellinger. And a foul ball. 2 out, space is empty. Strikes through the fastball up in the zone.
Dude, this guy can't hit Noah Schultz. He can't touch him right now.
All set for the start of the inning. Eloy Jimenez.
Oh, he might be out of here. Yep, that's all he could handle. I wish we could go back to the era where people didn't just quit as soon as things started to go bad for them. Like, I was talking about it a little bit last night too, but I think it's all down to the new program system, however long that's been in the game. But back when rating was the only thing that mattered and winning was the only thing that mattered for the rating, people didn't quit as much. But now that people can, you know, make a little bit of progress in the ranked program, you know, they just quit out because it's like, oh, things aren't going well. I may as well load into a different game then where things might go well. All right, who do we got this time? Tom Seaver? Okay, that's somebody I don't think I've seen this year, at least not for a while.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, we're back at Ship It? That's 2 Ship It's in a row.
Illinois taking on Baltimore.
Ooh, he's got a bit of a record on him. Okay, we might have a game here. 12-3.
Andrew Benintendi steps up.
And we get to face a righty this time. The boost kicks in a little bit more against righties.
The pitch. Fastball for a strike. And that's how this game gets started.
Is that going to get down? All right, I'll take it. We'll stay at first. Probably don't need to be swinging at that pitch, but it worked out for me.
He was all over that one. Handled that down and in breaking ball very well. I saw the
Ooh, okay, a little late on that.
other side. And
I actually didn't know that Tom Seaver got that sinker all the way up to 95. Ooh, and he gets the fastball up to 99.
hitting with 2 strikes, even
Got to do my research.
the at bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
That misses. And the count is even 2-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Oh, he kind of just gave that to me. I was too far under it.
And puts the squeeze on that one.
I don't think I should have trouble hitting this guy.
Here is
Just take me a little bit of time to get used to it. I want Mancada to do something. I titled this stream after him anyway, so
third in the line.
he's got to show up. Or is that going to mean that he's the one that doesn't show up because he's the one being highlighted?
And that's downstairs and outside.
Yeah, I even felt like I got around on that. As I was coming in, I'm like, oh, I'm turning on this one.
Puts it away for the out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Paul Konerko. There's a
This might be a strategy now. Work up in the zone. Okay, maybe not. Well, oh, no, that's going to be an out. I probably deserve that. Oh, he's... I don't know what just happened on that play then. That went from getting on to not getting on to getting on. Not a very good swing, though. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble getting around on the Heat. This year, your favorite card so far is Dan Vogelback. It's always a good one. You got him from Team Affinity. Yeah, it's another classic card. Always gotta love a good Vogelback. Man, I cannot get around on the fastball or the sinker right now. I don't get it. All right, let's see if Crochet is effective at all. Like I said, I've only been able to use him so far on events, kind of because I was saving his ranked debut for whenever I got around to the stream. So I haven't actually gotten to use him when he starts out with full energy. Okay, he's already adjusting and waiting back. I guess I did throw it twice in a row. Do you play ranked at all, Mike? With that Vogelback?
That one fouled off.
That's a good pitch. I'm liking that. Yeah, you do. All right, cool. I didn't know. Some people play Diamond Dynasty, but, you know, stick to the CPU stuff. Okay, we're there with Eloy. Scoreless first.
And we're back. Top of the second. Now at the plate, Colson Montgomery. Seaver back to work. And that's outside.
Ever since you got him, you're 7-2. It's a nice run.
Next pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-1.
I feel like that Vogelback has got to be a solid BR card with all that power. Man, I can't. I'm having a lot of trouble here. I'm actually starting to get frustrated already. I can't be letting those pitches beat me here. I got to speed up the bat. And I sped up the bat. I might only be able to get one out of that, though, yeah. With 30 speed from Abreu. I hope we get a different Abreu at some point, because pretty sure he got faster as his career went on. I know some of his cards last year had like 50-something speed. His rookie card here had a base 26 speed. Yeah, see, I can't be chasing that pitch. You know that's what he wants me to do. Roll over on that. Probably should have been strike 3. That's another thing they need to change. Make strikes strikes. Oh, is that fair? I think I got to hold Abreu up again at second. Man. A little bit more speed, and those two hits back-to-back could have been a run. Oh, and now it's up to Maldonado. And of course he's going to ground into 2. I mean, what else is he going to do? I would have been better off just standing up there and letting him strike me out.
Bottom of the second, and now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. The lefty fires.
You're still questioning why the White Sox signed him? I think whenever you're questioning anything the White Sox do and there's not like a logical answer, the answer is just because they're the White Sox. Like, I think we've learned that by now, that sometimes they don't do things that make the most sense. The only thing I can think of is maybe because him and Corey Lee were in the same organization. They also got Corey Lee from the Astros. I don't even know if they played at the same level really at all. But that'd be the only thing I could think of, is maybe some kind of mentorship for Corey Lee. Other than that, I would have no idea. There we go, Paulie. Just knock it down over there. That's all you got to do.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz, the switch hitter batting right.
You can see trading Colson, knowing how they are. I would hope not. I mean, we're back in rebuild mode now, so you don't really want to be trading away your prospects. Although I think the one good move so far this offseason has been Eric Fetty. I would not be surprised if he's not going to be on the team after the deadline. Maybe we can steal away some teams like top 5 prospect for a year and a half of Eric Fetty. I'd be all for that. What do I think the White Sox will do with Luis? Honestly, I don't know. I don't remember how long he's signed for. I feel like kind of the hope was that this was going to be a bit of a quicker turnaround and they wanted to hang on to him. I don't think that has anything behind it. Yeah, oh, could have gotten off the wall. But yeah, I think they wanted to... Oh, like 3 or 4 years ago? What do you mean by that? Because that was like when they were building up to contention. Oh, that's... Oh, Eloy. Buddy, calm him down. You can't hit it that hard.
A massive home run. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. Here is your...
Oh, 3 and 4, or 3 to 4 years left on his contract.
just misses.
Then I wouldn't be surprised if they hung on to him for the rest of this year.
Ball drops in for a strike.
You know, started out next year with him still on the team, and then next trade deadline maybe see what they want to do with him. Man, I don't know what's going on here. Like, I made a couple good swings there, but I just took a couple pitches that weren't even like right on the corner.
Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. That one misses, and that's ball 1.
I don't know, man. At this point, though, I have a very difficult time getting excited for the White Sox trading for any prospects because they can't develop them. Like, anybody who like needs to be developed mostly by the White Sox doesn't end up developing well, and if they do, they're just hurt all the time. That's not going to sneak through for me. At least we took the lead.
And that is the third out of the inning. As we go to the last of the third. And now, Jamer Candelario. And here it comes. And a good eye there. On the ground to the left, Montgomery.
Keeping him off the board here with Crochet. I'm making enough good pitches. I honestly wasn't expecting, once I saw this guy's record, I wasn't expecting him to have all that much trouble hitting Crochet. But we're kind of rolling for now.
Foul ball there. In there at the knees. That is strike 2.
There we go. Another one. That slider is working. It's really working to these righties.
Again is the switch hitting outfielder, Jason
Actually, does he even have any lefties? He might be rolling with a full switch hitting team. And there goes the no-hitter. Couldn't make it one time through the order.
And that turns the lineup over. junior. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And that one fouled off. Dominguez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Fouled off down the right side. Fights it off, you'll see another. And now the lefty.
There we go. Another slider. Like I said, that pitch is working, running inside to the righties. Why would he quit now? Come on, man. It's 1-0. Like, what are we doing? I mean, I guess on the bright side, if we keep getting early quits like this, we're going to get in a lot of ranked games today with this theme team. But man, those are like my only 2 good pitchers there, and now we can't use either one of them. I don't know. Maybe as I keep progressing up here in the rating, maybe we'll run into people less likely to quit. Not just because they're better, but also just because they're more competitive. Toxic's back. What's up, Toxic? Can you believe I'm live for a 2nd day in a row? Who am I? Oh, now we got Randy. All right. Be interesting to see what we do here. I think he also had the Buxton boost. Finally at home, though. I didn't fully commit. I didn't change my logo. So we still got the big orange popsicle on the field. But I don't know. Maybe it's not as much as I think it would be, but I just feel like it'd be a lot of a hassle to change my logo around back and forth. I completely missed what this guy's record was. I wasn't even paying attention. It's a big surprise, but a good one. I'm the only streamer you watch. I guess that makes sense if you stay on YouTube. YouTube isn't always known for streaming. Okay. 3-pitch strikeout for Carlos Rodon here. Whenever you make contact against Randy, you act like you just won the game. I'll be curious to see how I hit him here today, because I'm still on All-Star. Usually I'm alright on All-Star difficulty. Oh, I thought we were going to get him on back-to-back check swing strikeouts. Oh, that's strike 3. That's what we got to change about this game right now. If it hits the zone, it needs to be called a strike. Oh, and another check swing is going his way. Okay. Maybe if I keep this one in the zone, he'll be fooled enough. He's just way early. This is your first year playing ranked, so you're not used to him. That's fair. Because like I said, the only reason I feel like I can do anything against him is because I've been facing him seemingly non-stop for the last like 2 years now. Or maybe 3. I guess this would be the 3rd. You're late on a circle change on veteran. What's going on? I don't know, man. You just gotta speed up the bat. I don't know what tips to give you other than, I mean, I always hear playing on a monitor helps. So if you care that much, if you're that dedicated, maybe find a way to get your hands on a monitor instead of playing on a big TV. But I feel like that's kind of a drastic change, you know, just for a video game. Pinpoint feels broken this year. It felt like that at the beginning. I think they tweaked it back and made it normal. Although I'm still having a little trouble, but I think it's still down to the fact I'm still getting used to the lefty aspect. And they said he held up. All right. You're not dedicated enough. It's just moments. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's like it. People always say, "Oh, get a monitor. It'll help you hit better." But it's like, dude, people aren't gonna go and drop, $100 or whatever dollars just to hit a fastball a little better. You just demolished a slider. Nice. That was a spot. There we go. 98 up and in. For some reason, no matter what, you can't gain XP. Like, you can't gain any XP, or you can't gain, like, a lot. Because I know it feels like they've limited big time the amount of XP you gain this year. Lefty, lefty, no doubter on a painted slider up and in. That's tough. I don't even know if I'd swing at that. Probably just would have watched it go by. Taken it for a strike. I thought I was gonna get around on that. No matter what, you get 0 XP. Yeah, that just seems like a problem. I don't know how to help. I wish I did. Ah, I'm just late on that. That's true, Toxic. I guess that would be my one bit of advice to at least start getting better at the game is try and get your eye right. Try and start taking pitches. Yeah. What Mitchell said there, Mike. You might be at the XP cap. That's why I asked if you can't get any XP at all. But if you got some earlier in the day and now you're not getting any, then you probably hit the cap. You really wish they gave Benny a card today? It would have been nice. They're not always that generous with White Sox cards, and then, you know, especially now that they're bad. Yeah. I'm having a tough time pulling the trigger on borderline fastballs today. I'm watching a lot go by here. Jeff's here. I saw those hearts flying in. I figured he had to be. You're not at the cap. It's been like that for a few days. Then yeah, I don't know. The only thing I can say is I don't even remember how you do it, but somehow on the show website you could probably file some kind of support ticket, tell them what your problem is, and they might be able to fix it. XP from programs and storylines. See, that one I just let myself get distracted by the chat. That's on me. But XP from programs and storylines still count, just the gameplay XP is cap. Yeah, that's. I mean, how much have you been playing today, Mike? Because I think it's 15,000 gameplay XP, so that it probably takes a little while to actually get there. So if you've been playing for hours today, then maybe you hit the cap and just didn't realize it. But again, you did say it's been like that for a few days, so. They're horrible when it comes to Sox content. At least we got a Yuan. Yeah. They always, like, even when the Sox were going right, my brother and I used to laugh at it because when the roster updates came out, it was like we'd be waiting for somebody we thought had a good couple of weeks to get an upgrade, and they maybe, like, bumped them up a little bit, and it didn't even improve their overall. Or sometimes we'd be expecting somebody to get a little bit of an increase, and they'd go down a couple points. So it was like, that was the most fun of the roster updates, was just laughing at how they treated the White Sox. Man, he's being a little patient. After the game, can I just skim through the lineup so I can see it? Yeah. Yeah, sure. I did at the beginning. I mean, obviously you weren't here, but I did go through all the new guys and what they're looking like with our boost. Ooh, he's going to take off. Of course he is. I should have known that. 99 speed. MLB hates the Sox. It kind of feels like that, even though I swear a couple of the main front-facing people on the dev team are Sox fans. A lot of check swings here. I can't seem to get him to commit to swinging at these pitches out of the zone. And aside from that very first strikeout, I think he's gotten most check swing calls. I feel like he's having trouble with this, though, lefty. Well, he'll still foul it off. One of your teachers went to high school with Dylan Cease. That's cool. Gotta be a young teacher then. Sox feel like they're often forgotten. They do sometimes. Not just in this game, but dude, is that another check swing? There's so many times that there's been graphics like of Chicago, you know, championship teams or whatever, and they just leave out the 2005 Sox World Series. They're hating on the Jays too. How is Gosman starting the year at an 83, but he was a Cy Young runner-up? I mean, oh yeah, you said in the next chat, Blake Snell is the Cy Young winner. He's at an 85 diamond. Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say, is Snell also. I wonder what goes into their formula or whatever for the ratings. Because it does seem like sometimes some pitchers who are like, oh, you know, they were dominant, and then their live series card is like a gold. Or like last year, Justin Steele on the Cubs was a MVP front runner for most of the year, and he was like a 79 silver in September. Dude, I cannot put this guy away. It's actually getting on my nerves. We're at 41 pitches with 1 out in the second inning because he keeps check swinging. Oh my god. How do we go all last year without a White Sox Chris Sale? Exactly. I feel like it's been the last couple. Besides, they might have given him like that silver one, but I don't count that. Whenever something bad happens, the Sox get a lot of attention. I think that's because us Sox fans like to complain about the team. So it's almost like we're more vocal when things are going bad than when they're going good. 3-year average, yeah, I know that, but I mean like the actual stats that go into the attributes. Like, do they just kind of, is it almost kind of just like their own interpretation? Like they look at the numbers and then determine how they want to do it? Or is it maybe like a formula where, you know, somebody had a 9.2 strikeouts per 9 rate, so then that translates to a 78 K per 9 rating? You need Jose Bautista on the Jays. It's a crime there isn't one. I would be very down for that. That was always one of my favorite cards. We finally got out of the inning. I still haven't allowed a hit. I didn't even realize that. I've just walked him 3 times and he's fouling everything off. He can't hit Rodon. Like opponent batting average? I'm guessing you just mean that, like, what I was kind of saying is like what opponent batting average then goes into like hits per 9. Because like I understand that they look at the stats from the last 3 years to determine it. I just wonder what the thresholds are, if that makes sense. And I do think they weight the current year more. I think they've said that. Like they determine the starting attributes on the 3-year average, and then they have the current season stats give a little bit more weight to like how they upgrade them and everything. 2 days in a row. How late are you? I've been live for what, like an hour-ish? And is that an Aparicio hit? It is. Okay. Not a good swing, but it's my first hit of this game. We, Chops, we won a couple games already. We've gotten a couple early quits. Having a little bit more trouble this game, mostly on the mound. Ah, and I'm late. Couldn't get around on that one. Remember when we had Mark Burley in MLB 20? They gave him a crappy card and he hasn't been in the game since. Yeah, I even liked that card. Like, for, what was it, like a 90 overall? I actually liked the card. It's just, it wasn't one that you were going to use too often. Oh, I thought that was it. But yeah, I hate when they do that. I hate when they bring in a new legend. Whatever level legend it is, even if it isn't that, you know, high of a, you know, hyped up legend card, but they bring him in for 1 year and then they're just gone. Like, I understand it if they can't come to an agreement or whatever, however it works, but I don't know. I almost feel like if you're going to sign a new legend, you know, almost prioritize signing them for multiple years. Or also, if we're gonna lose a legend, I'd rather them just tell us about it. I hate having to like figure out, oh, who's missing from the game this year, and we just don't know. Give us an R.A. Dickey card. A lot of people complain about knuckleballs in this game. I'm pretty sure that Phil Niekro has still been in the game for the last couple of years, but they never give him a Diamond Dynasty card because whatever year it was, it might have been 19, everyone was complaining about it. No one wanted to hit the knuckleball, and everyone was using him. So they just stopped putting him in Diamond Dynasty. You have a knack for calling home runs. You called the Dansby homer last night and a Travis d'Arnaud homer in real life. That's always the best when, like, you're watching a game. It's like, you know what? I have a feeling that they're about to go deep here, and then they do. Remember when Matt Waldron took over the game? Yeah, and they couldn't really do anything about that. Because, I mean, he's a player that was in the league right now throwing a knuckleball. It's not like you're going to not put a live series card in the game. I don't know. I've never really had all that much trouble hitting knuckleballs. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, a lot of people can't hit them, but for me, it's just kind of like, it's kind of just a slow pitch that floats in there, and if it floats in the right spot, you just destroy it. Don't they have Niekro's animations in the game still? I mean, if he might still be in the game. I haven't looked through the rosters this year, but I know the last couple of years, like, he himself has been in the game on the offline rosters. They just don't add him to Diamond Dynasty because people hate the knuckleball so much. You never had an issue hitting Waldron, always raked off him. That's what I feel like too. Whenever somebody was using him against me, and you know they're thinking like, oh, I got Matt Waldron on the mound, I'm not losing today. He's just gonna throw the knuckleball and he can't hit it. And it's like, for me, it's like, okay, I'll make you take him out after the first couple innings here. Your eyes get big when you see him. I don't know if I'd say that, but sometimes it's like you can tell that they think they're doing something, and then it just doesn't work when I'm hitting. Is that really going to stay fair? Oh my god, it is. I thought that was tailing foul easily. Then again, your best pitch to hit is a curveball, so it's similar. That's fair, and then you can actually sit on it. You weren't playing MLB The Show when Matt took over. Wasn't that earlier this year? I mean, maybe you weren't playing earlier this year, but I think that was this year. I don't think that was... I mean, they did put him in the game last year, so he probably took over whenever they added him last year, too. Okay, hopefully that home run made him a bit more swing happy here. I can't believe we're sitting here. I'm in the yellow energy in the third inning, and I've had to throw almost 70 pitches. Like, that might be it for Carlos Rodon. You were using Matt Waldron against your friends, and the one knuckle was crazy. It went like a slurve and suddenly stopped. I mean, sometimes, yeah. Sometimes the pitch breaks insanely, and there's just nothing you can do about it other than take it and hope it ends up out of the zone. The foul balls are ridiculous. And then add on top of it the fact that this dude is check swinging successfully so often. And I'm having a lot of... I mean, that's going to drop in for me, so I guess I can't complain. I just don't know why I'm not turning on the fastball here. Watch Maldonado be the one that gets us on the board. Probably the one time I was ready for the heat. Oh, I mean, that was the pitch. He does have 87 power right now, so if I connect, it'll go. It's just, it's connecting with him that'll be the tough part.
So the batting order turns over. Benintendi up here. That one missed.
God, dude, that is a meatball. That's the kind of pitch you want to be seeing.
Yeah, there's 2 away.
Like, I know it's 101 on the inner half, lefty-lefty, but if you're looking for that, that's not supposed to be a tough hit or a tough pitch.
And that one a little bit high.
You took Maldonado out of your Sox team and put in the 89 Yaz. Yeah, I mean, I would do that, but I kind of have a specific way that I build my team, and, you know, if I make one exception, then where does it stop, you know? Because then, you know, next thing you know, I'll be putting Rollins at short. I'll be putting Ken Griffey Jr. in center. That doesn't feel like a Sox theme team. There we go. Leave it to Eloy. I know that's his second perfect home run for me, but is that his third? No, it's his second total. Okay, I couldn't remember if I hit a third with him. Are notifications supposed to work when you go live? Did you not get notified? Because I would hope notifications work when I go live. I guess maybe there's a chance that somehow with how it works on the back end, maybe since I uploaded a video at 2, and maybe I'm assuming it sent out a notification for that, maybe it just doesn't send out a second one that soon after. But that kind of sucks, because I kind of figure, even if I announce my live stream late like I did today, I figure at least some people get notified. So if you didn't get the notification, that sucks. All right, we all know that we have a pitcher that we can never hit, but is there anybody you just can't pitch to for some reason? I don't really feel like it. I think the only one that comes close to that is Lou Brock. I feel like year after year, for whatever reason, like, Lou Brock always does the most damage off of me. Is that doing something? Oh, look at Moncada. I did not think that was a good enough swing to do anything. Okay. This new 97 Moncada is carrying me himself. You don't even need to make a good swing with the dude. Oh, and then I'm looking like that. When's the next March to October episode coming out? Should be tomorrow. It was originally supposed to be today, because yesterday was originally supposed to be the Pack Attack episode, but yeah, I don't know why I'm looking at that. But YouTube was having some kind of issue uploading videos, so I just held off the Pack Attack for today. Then March to October will be tomorrow. I already recorded it though, so I almost don't want to talk about it at all, just in case I accidentally spoil what happened. Just so I can keep straight what you guys have seen and what you haven't. O'Neal Cruz is always killing you, even the live series CPU controlled one. I don't know, sometimes like with that Lou Brock, for me, like I was saying, I wonder how much of it is just that card, or if it's for some reason the good players use his card. So then, like, I'm always facing, if I'm facing Lou Brock, I know I'm facing a person who's like decent at the game. Why do they have that Yoan card built like a stick? I don't know. I didn't really notice it, but now I'm wondering if they have a different player model for him. Because a lot of like flashback cards, they just have the same player model as their live series, but some legends and some like bigger name players, they'll have a different player model for their older versions of themselves. I don't know how much longer I'm going to leave Rodon in, but I feel like I got to at least try and get him through 4, right? Well, and then I give up a perfect swing. Maybe I do call it with him there. No player specifically destroys you, but you feel like every time you face Juan Soto, you end up walking him literally every time. Against the CPU? Because if it's against the CPU, then that would make sense. He's got usually the highest discipline rating you can have. Yeah, I'll go Daniel Hudson. I guess I forgot to mention that back when I was talking about how I built this team, but I think I have all the relief pitchers that fit the way I build the theme team. So usually I try and keep position players and starting pitchers to just strictly White Sox cards in the White Sox inventory, but then relief pitchers, I just do any version of any player who's ever pitched for the Sox. Just because, you know, if I'm going to compete, you need to be able to go to a bullpen arm that you can actually use. All the future stars, younger player models are super skinny for some reason, just like the 99 Trout from last year. I mean, I think it's cool if they have a different player model. I mean, if for Moncada specifically, he came up, that was a terrible pitch attempt there, but he came up as a speedy guy. Like, he has 85 speed on this card. I remember that was like a thing for him when we first saw him, is he was like supposed to have some speed. So he's probably built a little skinnier. You're gonna say the Sox bullpen's pathetic and not usable? Yeah, that's why. I mean, that's how I built the team last year too. But I feel like almost with any team, like any theme team you're doing, there's not gonna be enough bullpen arms in that team's inventory alone for you to actually have a usable bullpen. Maybe there's a few exceptions, but that's just kind of what I've come across. And there we go, Hudson, shutting the door there. No more runs. I remember last year, every single game you went to, the Sox bullpen blew the game. And remember, I mean, I guess it was a couple years ago now, but remember that 2021 team? The strength was supposed to be the bullpen. There we go. Okay, yeah, it did get down. Should I try and push it here? Should I push it for 2? Is this stupid? Oh, it almost worked out. I definitely shouldn't have done that, but you got a guy with 99 speed. You got to try some things here and there.
That's a strike. That one not close. And now it's even 1-1. One down, base is empty.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, hey, I have trouble too on that type of pitch sometimes. Wow. And then he goes right back in with that. I should have seen that coming. The only game you ever went to was Braves Cubs, the game that Acuna got his 70th bag. That's a cool game to go to. That's the, I think, as far as I can remember, the only time I've seen the Braves play was against the Cubs at Wrigley. Get through. There we go. All right. Not having nothing in this inning. You saw 2 games where the Sox bullpen nearly blew it in 2021. Yeah, and that was supposed to be the good bullpen, especially after they traded for Kimbrel. Everyone, even like non-White Sox people. What am I doing taking that? I don't get it. But like non-White Sox people, like actual baseball people, were saying like, oh, the White Sox with Kimbrel and Hendricks, the double closer thing. If they have a lead, if they take a lead into the 7th, they're winning the game. And how'd that work out?
Next offering upstairs.
Oh, you got the live notification. I wonder then how it works. I mean, obviously, I would hope that everybody who has notifications on get it.
On the ground at first. Puts the tag on him, leaving the box.
I guess I didn't ask. Who was it? Chops? You said you didn't get it? If you, did you get my video notification? Like, do you get any notifications? Craig was a disappointment. He definitely was. Who do I think will be the Sox next team affinity card? I don't even know. I don't even know where to begin guessing that. I feel like usually the White Sox always have the same set of legends. Actually, it'll probably be Frank, because we don't have a Frank Thomas card yet, at least that I remember. You haven't made it to Wrigley yet, but you got to see the Cubs play Detroit and Cleveland. I haven't been to either of those stadiums. I'm assuming that's where you saw him, because where else would you see him if you haven't been to Wrigley? If Liam didn't get cancer last year, the Sox could have been good. I mean, he came back and then he immediately had elbow trouble. So
Foul ball left side, he'll see another. Hits for average power, the ability to feel.
hang on, did I have anybody else warming up? Finally, another check swing gets called. You did get the Jazz notification. Okay, so I was gonna say maybe you just don't have YouTube notifications on in general on your phone, but I guess that wouldn't explain that. Who do I want to get up next here? Maybe a little Joe Kelly action. Dwayne Underwood Jr. is the next great White Sox closer. Do they have him? Or are you making a prediction right now that they're gonna go out and get him? Maybe Paul Konerko. I feel like it won't be Paulie just because he got that 93 recently, who's on the team right now. You know, obviously they won't not give him a 99 because he has a 93, but I feel like the 93 is still recent enough that they'd probably go with a Frank card next.
We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now, Martin Maldonado. Johnson back to work.
Yeah.
Foul back.
Kevin, you say Sale. I'd love a Chris Sale. Give us a third nasty lefty diamond pitcher.
The lefty fires. Drilled out.
There's no way. There's no way, right? Maldonado at the wall? Ah. If I had him paralleled even one time and he had one more power, that might be leaving. Okay, well, I finally turned on the fastball with a lefty, and it didn't help me there. White Sox are gonna get him. You know what? You already called 2 home runs in this last month. I mean, hey, if I really, he's going to a new. I get one perfect swing against the lefty, and he's done with him. Also, could be Minnie Minoso. He doesn't have a card yet. That's true. Look at what I'm doing right away, going the other way on that slider.
And that extends the inning.
Yeah, I guess we don't have a Frank or a Minoso yet.
Trying to be aggressive. Pitches away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go pitch.
I just wonder if we're gonna see. I mean, we have to see a White Sox version of Tim Anderson at some point, right?
That's off the inside edge. And the count is 2-0.
And I want it to be a new version. Don't just give us that 2020 finest card again.
That one to first and foul.
Like, I'm not saying new for this year, but like a just a new
Down 3-2.
like card art, I guess, or something.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Not what he wanted to do right there, but that keeps this
If it's Hyper Series, you doubt Frank.
and a chance for the Scarlets to have
Why would that matter? Is there something I'm missing? Because if it is Hyper Series, Sale already has a Hyper Series, just not with the Sox. Dude, I can't get around. I got around on one, I guess. I hit the perfect with Benintendi fastball in, and that's all I can do on inside fastballs right now. They need to drop a Silver Slugger, Robert Jr. I'd be all for that. I guess he doesn't have an upgraded version yet. Should I go? I guess it is. I mean, Aaron Bummer's really our only lefty. Maybe I should save him a little bit longer here. We'll get Joe Kelly up and ready to go here. A good Harold Baines would be awesome. Also, TA with the Hyper Series card. Yeah. Baines always has a nice swing. I always feel like I hit pretty well with a Harold Baines.
help carry this lead into the later innings.
Misses outside. 1-0. Towards first. Konerko.
They kind of changed the way that Joe Kelly looks delivering the ball this year, and it feels like it kind of throws me off sometimes when I try and pitch with him. You were salivating at the thought of the Ozzy Albies Silver Slugger card. You want it so bad. I didn't see how much it was going for right now, but I'm sure the price will come down. Still pretty new. Man, I missed that spot. Or no, I didn't actually. It said I was blue. I saw a lot of yellow in that one, but okay. Guess I hit my spot. This wasn't Kelly's delivery at the start of the year. They changed it recently. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, I didn't even use this Joe Kelly card until I earned that the second pitcher captain pack or whatever. We should be able to get there, and we do. Scoreless inning out of Joe Kelly. Keep it right where it's at. I need a bit more offense. I feel like the bats have to wake up a bit. He's like 250K right now, so you're about 249K away. Almost there. I don't know. It is definitely difficult to make stubs this year. I'm a little worried for Pack Attack because basically right now that's just a second account that I have to grind. No money spent to earn stubs to be able to open our packs. I feel like I need to figure out how to flip cards on the market or something effectively. You believe they changed it when they fixed the pinpoint bug? Okay. I mean, if it was something to do with his old delivery that was causing the bug, then good, I guess. Use the $10 donation to buy stub. Did I miss a donation? Did I miss something? Or are you just talking about from a couple streams ago? I mean, I would, but also $10 worth of stubs isn't even like that much. The donation from before, yeah. I mean, yeah, like I said, I guess technically if I ever spent money on stubs, I would be using, you know, the donation for stubs. It's just like, I don't know. I don't want to crowdsource stubs. Like I don't want to make you guys pay for my series, if that makes any sense. But also, my original point is like you don't even get all that many stubs. Like I think, what is it, $100 worth of stubs is 150,000, which in the grand scheme isn't even really all that much. Yeah, guess I missed my spot there. But like, we make what? It's usually somewhere between 20 to 30,000 stubs in each Pack Attack episode. So $100 worth of stubs would only cover me for 5 to 6 episodes. Like, I feel like that's not super worth it, especially if I learned how or tried to like flip cards on the market or something. I feel like you could make 150,000 from that and then save the money. Okay, I mean, give up the bomb, but then a couple rollovers and we're out of it with the lead. I still need to wake up the bats, though. We need Eloy up. Is he coming up this inning? I don't think so, right? Yeah, we're near the bottom part of the order. Or no, Eloy's batting 2 for me, so maybe he'll be up this inning if we get someone on. He's going to a lefty here. Billy Wagner. Okay, a little wild. I like it. Wait him out.
Now 3-0. There's the automatic.
It's all fun and games until somebody's trying to flip the exact same cards at the exact same time. Hang on. Did I get that? Is it going to drop? No, it's not. It's a line drive. It's not going to get down. I tried flipping cards last year, and like I had success with it in terms of making stubs. Do I want to take Maldonado out here? Would this be the time to do it? I mean, we're guaranteed that that lefty is going to be out there still. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take Maldonado out now. Even though we have absolutely nothing going on right now. Nobody on or anything. What was I saying about flipping cards? Yeah, I did it for a while last year. I actually made a decent amount of stubs. It's just so boring. It's so monotonous.
One down, base is empty.
Because, like, I wouldn't flip one card at a time, so it's not like I would put it in order and just wait for it to be sold and get into, like, bidding wars with other people doing the same thing. I would put in orders for, like, a bunch of different people at once, and then just wait till they start rolling in. Man, he's really putting pitches on the edges here, isn't he?
That's down and in.
Gotta make this at bat worth it.
On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. 3-2.
Okay, we worked the walk. That's fine.
He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk. He wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Benintendi in the box with one away. As
You usually listen to music to avoid the insanity. I mean, I would watch videos and streams and stuff, and oh, actually, sometimes I'd play the game too, because I got the app on my phone, and you could work the market from there too. So sometimes I'd go on my phone. It's just the way that I did it. It felt like, oh, that's a shame. But it felt like you kind of had to be paying attention the whole time, because everything or things were always happening. Because I started with like a couple 100,000, and I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna try and flip this up to, you know, maybe double my stubs or something. So I had 300,000 or so worth of players that I would buy at a time, and then as they were coming in, I would sell them. So I felt like I was always putting up orders, and I would do it for like maybe an hour or two at a time, and it felt like 6 hours in just like an hour and a half. You just noticed they have Benny's red batting gloves on. That's a nice touch.
2 outs.
Eloy's all in red too. I don't think I got enough of that. Nope. Well, hopefully our pitching can lock the door here, because I'm not hitting now all of a sudden. Oh man, did I? Yeah, I didn't get anybody else warming up. So I guess we kind of have to go to Bummer now.
Aaron Bummer comes on now.
Get Bummer out there, get Graveman ready, get Dibble ready. I'll be prepared.
There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Yeah, I'm so glad that they gave Bummer a diamond card this year. Like, he was always one of my favorite pitchers to use, and his best card would be like a bronze. And I would still mow people down with him.
He was out front that time.
He'd be a bronze that had 3 pitches also. So, like, not only did they give him a diamond, they also gave him a couple extra pitches. Look at that.
To finish him off. Here's the third baseman, Bobby Witt Jr. He's already homered here in this one. Trying to hold a one-run lead, and we're at the top of the 8th. Swings and chases a low one there.
I was seeing on Aaron Bummer's live series card, his control with that circle change was 0. Like, he had a 0 rating. It still was a pitch that worked for me. Used him a couple times in BR. I had him on, or I think I still have him on the Pack Attack team. But I've never seen a card with 0 control, and man, he was ready for it that time. Thought that was going to be a good pitch right there.
Garcia with a quick throw back in. As the tying run
Bummer was always one of your favorites too. Found it funny they gave him. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. I don't tweet much or X much. I can't call it X. But occasionally I'll write something that nobody sees because like nobody follows me over there, which is fine. But as soon as they announced that card, I was like, for years, even when he was good, all I wanted was a Bummer lefty or a Bummer diamond card. And the second he gets off the White Sox, he gets a card. He didn't even pitch an inning yet. He didn't even throw one pitch for the Braves yet, and he gets an 89. Come on, man. Put him away if he's going to swing at that. And he lays off of it that time. What are the chances he's behind this? I haven't thrown this yet. He's just going to lay off of it. God, dude. I wonder if he's contact swing. I mean, it doesn't take contact swings to hit foul balls on this game, but this dude's getting a lot of them. And then he'll just break out a take like that, too. What am I supposed to do? No, it stayed fair. Come on. Oh, and I misplayed it. I doubt we get him at second anyway. Now the bats have to wake back up. You told someone on Twitter that too. I mean, like I said, that was my first thought. As soon as I saw that card come out, I was like, they have a vendetta. I remember somebody in one of my earlier streams, we were talking about the same thing, and they played Madden, and apparently the Bears get like the same thing happening, and he just called it the Chicago tax. All right, Moncada, our new guy, our new highest rated guy, here in the bottom of the 8th in a freshly tied game. What does he got? And I'm late. I don't know what's going on here. My first couple games, or at least my first game, wasn't really having any trouble with the fastball, and that was against Noah Schultz. That's not even that hard of a fastball at 95 here. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't played Madden in a couple years, but maybe us Chicago fans just like complaining. I don't know. Maybe there's no bias at all, and we just feel like there is. Dude, I didn't feel late on that. You know, he deserved to make that play. I can't even be mad. I wouldn't have been on board for a hit there on that swing, especially if he dove and missed it and we're looking at extra bases. I gotta only take away that pitch. And then I'm immediately late on it again. I think I go to Graveman here. You remember they gave Luis's finest last year really low clutch? They had to nerf it somehow, right? Everything else about that card was insane.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And the righty deals.
Too fast. Everybody's usually too slow, but with Graveman, I'm too fast.
Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. Righty delivers.
There we go. I knew he was waiting for that, so I figured I'll give it to him. I'll put it too far inside. How do I pitch so well every time you're yellow? I guess it's just repetition. I feel like I'm having more trouble this year, though. Like, I'm getting a lot more yellows, like that one. We're talking 0.04 seconds early, and then it just goes wherever. Or 3 degrees right.
Righty to the plate. Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. Here comes a pitch.
Man, you said I have good pitching, and I'm pretty sure every single pitch of that at-bat was a yellow release. The game doesn't think I pitch well. I mean, usually that's my strong suit. I remember there was, I don't remember which MLB it was. It might have been 19, because that was the year I was really good. I made it to World Series after a season reset, going 14-0, and I want to say I gave up less than 5 runs. Like, even back before pinpoint was a thing, when it was just pure analog. I don't know, I don't even feel like I know what I'm doing pitching. I was never a pitcher. It's not like I go in here with strategy, but for some reason I've just always been pretty solid pitching, which was kind of frustrating for me because like I wasn't good hitting, so every game for me would be like a sweat fest because I would hold them to a low amount of runs, but I'd also be kept at a low amount of runs. 0.64 ERA. Then you know what? It might have been less than 5 runs because I honestly feel like it was like 0.3 something ERA. Like I have that memory in my head of like a 0.3 or something ridiculous like that. Well, I guess then again, you never know if people quit. The innings might not exactly match up. I don't know. Now I'm second guessing my memory. We're in walk-off territory here, guys. Tie game, bottom 9. If I can at least make one more good swing, that's it. Who wants to call the home run this time? Who you feeling, Toxic? who's gonna end this one for us? Is it gonna be Corey Lee out of the 9 hole? Well, you're not gonna get to him if I keep taking strikes for strike 3. Oh my god, dude. Nope, it wasn't Jose, because I'm not getting around on the inside sinker today, I guess. Even though I feel like that's the pitch I'm sitting on, I'm late on it every time. I was ready that time. If he threw a pitch inside, I was not going to miss it in that at bat. Is he going to throw me out? No, we're in. Okay. It's Corey Lee. We got it to Corey Lee with a runner on second. All he needs is a base hit. We took that. Now he's got to be coming inside, right? Inside with the sinker or fastball. Oh, I was too ready. He knows I'm ready now. This has got to be off speed. It was off speed. I feel like he might go to something off speed again. Nope, he went fastball up and away. I actually got up to it. That was not a horrible swing. Maybe the walk-off's coming in the next inning then. This is your first the show game. Did the pitching change in recent years? So they added a new pitching like input interface, I guess you'd call it. I think it was all the way back in 21 actually. Well, and that's pinpoint. So before 21, it was like I mean, you can still use the other old meter, but not many people do anymore because pinpoint's just better. I think it's still called pure analog in the game, so if you want to taste a history, then I guess change your pitching input to pure analog and give it a shot. Was it 22 they added pinpoint? I couldn't remember if it was 21 or 22. You didn't have much confidence in anyone but Colson. Hey, if your gut wasn't feeling it, your gut wasn't feeling it. There we go. Big strikeout. I don't feel good about leaving Graveman in after that one. I think I got to go Dibble now. Like, I know I struck him out. I know I didn't make him look good, but I don't know. Just didn't have a good feeling. Only thing that sucks about this is we either need Dibble to get at the very least 5 out, or no, we don't need because we walk it off. Never mind. We only need him to get these 2 outs then, and then I'll just walk it off in the 10th. Make it easier. Give him another one of those after that last swing. Okay. What about this? What if we dot it low and away? Nope, I'll miss my spot. Ooh, he was behind it. I thought he'd be selling out for the Heat. Struggling big time, so just trying to find out as much as you can. Yeah, MLB or baseball games probably in general they have to be one of the most difficult games to just like pick up and play. Cuz like you got to figure out the timing of swinging, you got to figure out like strategy. I don't know.
Right-hander kick steals.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up.
That's not where I wanted that slider.
Look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Oh, they finally rung him up. All right, we needed that. No runs allowed. We have our free runner on to start. Benintendi due up top of the order. Corey Lee on second actually has decent speed. This is not a bad situation. Oh, he's got a dibble of his own. I've actually hit this dibble decently well when I've faced him so far this year. And, oh, I thought I just walked it off.
And that's downstairs and outside.
You'd say Madden is definitely harder to casually pick up? Maybe. Ooh, are we going to get to third on this? Oh, now all we need is a sack fly. That is a big, wild pitch there.
The 2-1. On the ground. And it goes just
Yeah, I guess Madden would be more difficult. Oh, okay, we're going to end it in style. Benintendi doing the same thing for the reason that he got his supercharge in the first place. Walking it off. I'm sorry, Toxic. It was a little too late. I had to walk it off before you got the chance to make your prediction.